Hey guys, welcome back to 520 Speedworks. We're here in the flip-flop garage. Today we are going to be modifying our high back seats to fit into our Factory 5 Cobra. So thanks for subscribing. If you haven't done it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. Alright guys, when we first ordered these seats for the Cobra, we ordered them, we did measurements, oh yeah, they'll fit in the box, they'll fit in all this kind of stuff. We put them in the car, body still wasn't on it. If you go back and you check out our build series on this, you'll see exactly what we're talking about when we fit these seats. But when it came time to put the body on, Gilly, before we put it, Gilly had good ideas saying, hey, let's go stick the back of the car on. Well, when we did that, we noticed that we have an interference issue right here-ish. So as Gilly was saying, let's just get a hacksaw and we're going to cut that off. Well, we're going to get close to that. We're going to do it a little more scientifically and a little more customizably. But yeah, so Gilly and I are going to get to it. We're going to put this thing in the car. We're going to reset. So let's go. All right, guys, to take the cover off of these 520 Speedworks Carbon Seats, there's a little spring right here. Watch out, it can bite you, but for the most part it's not too hard. It's as simple as that. And then you really just, well, you can throw the spring on the floor like I just did. And then the seat cover just Velcroed here on the inside.
It's got foam glued to it, doesn't it? Yeah.
Well, the foam's glued to the chair. That's gonna be fun to tuck back in right there.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to set this aside for now. All right, so down here we did some previous modifications. The seats are just to kind of make it, they fit for us, but for different sized people sitting in here, we just took out some foam right here on the sides just to make it a little bigger in the hip area so it wasn't so race car. So we did this. There's video if you go back, like I said, if you go back and watch our build series, we do this cutout just to make it bigger. So, but once we get this off, all right guys, you can see right here where before this was back kind of when we had the old body on. You can see where we've kind of seen where we need to look at, but this is kind of the area that it needs to be removed. We're probably going to come and take a little deeper cut in here just to make sure that we clearly have the room to do that. Guys, we're gonna attempt set it in the car. We're gonna mount it up, not fully, but just enough to where it's in its correct position, and we'll go from there.
Horn works. Race car.
We're gonna start right here. It's gonna be our first cut, and then we're just gonna cut in. We can rough it and see it on the backside, but we're just gonna start making it to where the door will close, and then once we do that, we will pretty all of this up. Yeah, so I'm just wondering if we should just take this. You know, we grind this to where this rounds. This has a nice round here. And maybe not go so deep, but kind of do a like just bring this from this angle here.
Yeah, that way you don't have the seat sticking over body.
But not do a straight, just kind of bring it out, just
Yeah.
like I'm thinking something like follow this line down
Yeah, and just connect the dots.
and then just connect through to here and then just bring this thing around.
Work for me.
Should we just cut that?
Yeah.
You good with that?
I'm good with that. And it still has a shoulder pocket.
How's a pocket?
You just need to grind it smooth. Help it swoop it up through there.
All right, guys. As you can see, we got the bolsters cut off. It's still cups, so it's still really nice. They're as close as you can get by the eye, and I don't think anybody's going to tell once we put the seat cover on, which is what we're going to do right this second. See how well it looks. What really is going to have to be done out here to shore it up. Well, yeah, because he's going to cut all this off.
Yeah, and this right here stays the same.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it's going to look like. Something like. All right, guys, that turned out a lot easier than it was. Obviously, we cut the bolsters off. We're not going to show you the other side because it's just going to be, we're going to do the exact same thing that we're doing here. So, with that, we now have our custom 520 Speedworks Hi Back carbon seats made by Greg and Gilly. These are, if you are interested in these seats, they'll fit any kind of car. You can go and check out our website at 520speedworks.com. Seats are on there. We got the harnesses. We got the steering wheel. Cool. We even got merchandise. Did anybody notice? Got new white shirts, which are now nice and sweaty. But with that, thank you guys for being here. We're probably going to add to the video of us putting them in and installed once they're finally done, but we'll get to that here in a minute. So we'll see you guys. All right, guys, they're in. As you can see, we got to get this fabric right here taken up, moved out, cleaned up. It'll just come tight around so it'll look nice and tight. Not this flappiness going on. But once again, black on black, kind of hard to see.
Orange carbon fiber shift on. It look good.
Yeah. All right, seats done. We're gonna call that a wrap on seats until after the upholstery. So we're gonna move on to something next.